Welcome to the MVP devlog here of a game that has a continuing changing name. In this version here, it was called Grid Commander, but the idea here is to name this Geoland. Bought the domain name for it, got everything set up here, so yeah, that's exciting. So here is an HTML kind of demo I built about a couple of months ago. Sorry, I think April, yeah, to be exact here. So this is a pretty exciting version of the game. I really like this version of the game. There's definitely some technical limitations here. That's why I kind of switch. As you can see here, there's like, it's all rendered in JavaScript and CSS, and it's poorly performed. But one thing that did work here is the ability to do hovering, and as you see here, the timing part's pretty straightforward. You can click, deploy, and deploy units. Has a little hover intel effect, so you kind of know how many units are here as you move through this fog of war. And that's kind of the goal here. So yeah, this is great. It works, but like I said, like scaling this is terrible. The performance that I'm getting from this is pretty bad. So I could definitely not see me scaling this, or just end up writing a bunch of custom stuff just to get this to work. So in this video here, I'm going to show a time lapse of me building a new version of this in Unity here. So here is the finished kind of MVP here. So I have this left side, as you're kind of seeing in some of my design work here, where I have like, the units are deploying, the time, support points, pause buttons, and over here, I've actually changed this up a little bit. I don't think I want to have this sidebar anymore, but yeah, it's just good to kind of work on a grid here. oh yeah, it's pretty simple. So you have your canvas. So all of this is on a Unity canvas. So the actual screen is this tiny area down here that I'm not using. Everything is just built on the canvas. I find the canvas a lot easier to work on when working on 2D games like this one that are like point and click style games. If this was more of like a move your mouse around or some like a 2D RPG style, definitely wouldn't recommend using canvas for that. But yeah, because I'm using panels, of course. This is a panel, and the board here I'm using this horizontal layout thing, which I really like a lot. This kind of reminds me a lot of just my HTML and CSS background. This reminds me a lot of that, and it's good. It's good for that. Then I have this. So there's a panel left, panel right, and the scroll view. It's in the middle here. The scroll bars on it, of course. You have the viewport that comes with the scroll view, and then you have the content here, which is just resized based on the grid size, and then you have the grid itself. So everything kind of lives on the board right now. So there's a script called setup, and setup just has a map name. I can open that map up real quick. This one's called playground, so it's kind of like a literal testing map, right? Because I want to. Why can I close this? Okay, I'm just doing that. Because I want to have the maps, of course, be like in data, right? I don't want to manually build a file here. So this one's called playground, and there's an X and a Y. So how many rows across, how many rows up and down. Then you have each cell here. So 2x1 shows the player 2 HQ, and then 2x2 shows the road here. So go ahead, hit play. It will render up this file here in Unity, and voila, there you go. Really simple, cool prototype here. And you can click, of course, and you can hover, and it'll show you the one that you're clicking on. Of course, this is where that little UI is going to go to show you that you're clicking, whatever thing you're clicking. And then, yeah, these are kind of representing some hidden rows here, but, I can go in, I can add another road, or I can change a road here. So we'll go ahead and, okay, and then we'll put this one on 3. And then we'll also do this here. So when it's building the system right now, it just makes everything else empty, basically. So not hidden, just empty, right? So there's a difference there. Hidden, you don't have units to proceed to move forward yet, versus versus empty, which is completely like it doesn't exist. Yeah. So now if I come on this, hit play again, and voila, there you go. So this is the very basic MVP here. So this is just proof that it works. You can scroll and move this thing around, which is going to be helpful for a grid, and you can zoom in with your mouse. Can't zoom in very far because, yeah, it definitely will change over time here, but here you go for the canvas slider and stuff. So canvas scaler, sorry. Yeah, the canvas scaler and stuff. Yeah, so that's kind of it. That's all I got going on right now. It'll definitely kind of proves my theory here about, like, should I use Unity here? And I'm going to go with yes. I should definitely use Unity. This is a lot better for sure. So yeah, that's MVP.